When you're talking about continuous improvement, you're talking about lean practices. And Jeff, that is where I'm going to have to tag you in. If people only have time to tackle one of the eight wastes, which do you suggest they start with?
Well, just nothing but easy questions here today, Kurt. I guess I'll start with, what are the eight wastes? We use the acronym downtime to help remember. It's defects, overproduction, waiting, non-utilized talent, transportation, inventory, motion, and extra processing. And really, we talk about lean. It's a culture. It's customer-centric philosophy to provide as much value as possible to your customer while you're not wasting the resources on non-value added activities. And those are the activities that your customer's not willing to pay for. So, and lean is very visual and focuses on establishing work standards and continuous improvement principles. And really, I guess that leads me to the practice of 5S, or commonly 6S. If you're going to pick one to start with, that's one that can take on the waste of motion and waiting. If you're not sure where to pick, find some employees that are enthusiastic maybe about the idea of having a clean and organized and labeled workspace, and work with that one particular area. Get their 5S implemented and up and running. And then as the facility, the other employees walk through and they see that this nice, shiny, clean, well-labeled work area, they're going to say, hey, I want to participate in that. And you'll be surprised at how many people raise their hand to get in line to be next.
Okay, so if people aren't sure whether they have any of the eight wastes, what kind of questions should they be asking themselves?
Well, I'd be asking myself, what's causing me the most pain right now? Am I producing too many defective products and receiving customer complaints? Do I struggle with production scheduling or demand planning because inventory issues or labor deficiencies? Do I see bottlenecks in the process? Are employees waiting for work to do? Am I looking for additional warehouse space to store my finished goods or work in process goods that maybe we have overproduced or don't have time to make all of them in the allotment that we expect? And do I struggle with getting supplier invoices paid on time because maybe our AP processes are a bit complicated? There's a lot of areas to look at. So, one way to do that is to go where the work is, right? Take a Gemba walk, or the actual place is a Japanese term. Watch and listen to those doing the work. Do you see people walking from place to place? Are they standing around? Are they waiting on the next step in the process to happen before they can get to work? And start having some questions. That be very curious about what's going on around you. Ask them questions. You'd be surprised what they'll offer up, and the ideas that your workforce will have, just to someone who will listen.
Jeff, unsurprisingly, you've sold me. What do we need to do in order to get started fighting the eight wastes?
Say reinforce your knowledge for one. There's a ton of information out there in literature of online books, different publications, or online videos. I'd read up, familiarize yourself with the terms, maybe more so than you already are, the history, right, and the purpose of lean. And then to begin that journey, you need a champion from leadership to give you the support to accomplish your goals. Or maybe you are that leader, but it takes commitment from the top to the very bottom of the organization. No one is too important or too marginal to contribute meaningfully, right? So identify a process of your organization that needs improvement. Develop a project around that particular process. Develop the goals, what you want to achieve, right? What are the tangible benefits that I expect to receive if I fix this process? Then you want to assemble a team to help attack it. And we call that your team of SMEs, or your subject matter experts, those that are very familiar with every step of the process, right? All the inputs, all the processing, the outputs. And then don't forget as well that your strategic suppliers are key members of the process too. You'd be surprised what kind of information they can offer you from the outside. And then I'd say also, if you're having challenges around your maintenance, repair, operation supplies, your production supplies, fasteners, hardware, components, uh, please know that Fastenal has lean trained blue belts, which is a Fastenal certification, as well as black belts within our lean solutions consultant group. And it's their job to identify waste in your supply chain and look for areas that we can drive out inefficiencies and provide you a more efficient and effective future state through an activity called a total cost of ownership analysis.
Well, I have taken enough of your time, Jeff. Thanks for talking.
I appreciate it, Kurt. I hope to do it again in the future with you.